Welcome everybody to Ace Anime Review Wednesday, where we at aceanimereviews.com review anime and video games and comics and whatever else we're interested in this week. I'm your host this week, Charlie, they, him, and I'm here with our founder.
I'm Ace Barrett King, he, him, and I escaped Eddie off screen because it's hard to do while talking about something completely different. So, anyway, also joining us.
They, them.
I know it. They them.
Was I not supposed to introduce myself?
No.
Yes, you were.
You over. I was introducing. I was introducing your introduction while you started introducing yourself.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Quick review, summary of us at Ace Anime Review.
Oh my God! I forgot to change the screen. There we go. Now everybody can see.
We are a professional website.
We're professional website. Excuse me. Thank you very much.
We review anime, obviously, and video games and manga and whatever else we're interested in.
Yes, here it is.
We have our most recent article was by me, I think,
It was.
ranking the Olympians in the Hades game.
Indeed. And this one did well on Tumblr. Got like 10 likes.
Yeah.
Somebody even replied to it.
Everybody agrees that Zeus is the worst.
Yeah.
Zeus is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep, so that was last week. And we have something new and interesting for next week.
Yeah, I'm reviewing the new Story of Seasons game. I was going to write a angry screed against Natsume, but I'm happy because the new Story of Seasons is out, so I'd rather talk about a happy thing. I'm going to save it for the next time they announce a piece of shit. And anyway, Zero Punctuation reviewed their last piece of shit, and he pretty much covered all the general issues that I would have brought up, aside from the racism and the pedophilia and the homophobia. So, it can wait. So instead, I'm just going to review the new game.
Yes.
I've been playing it.
Yes.
It is fun.
Yep, and we have a Patreon.
We do.
No new patrons this week,
No.
sadly. But it's at Ace Anime Reviews on Patreon, and we have 3 tiers so far. First tier is for $1 a month. You get to read reviews a week early, not including first impressions and premieres. You get to vote on Druid Quest's monthly light novel review or any other Patreon polls we put up. Second tier is $5 a month. Get access to our Discord, where you can chat with us and each other about anime and anything else you want.
Yes.
We got a whole bunch of new categories.
Oh, yeah. We are professional website.
Yep.
With professional website channels.
Mm-hmm. And you get everything from the lower tier,
Yeah,
as per standard. And then third tier is $10 a month. You get automatic entry into a monthly drawing to join us on one of our weekly chats, which will be fun, and everything else.
Yeah, then you get to host an episode. But by then we will have a script, because is there another Wednesday this month? No. Starting next month we're going to actually have a script. So things will be a little bit more organized.
Yeah.
Hoping.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be a very tight script. There's going to be a lot of improvise here. But yeah.
Better than what we currently have.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I kind of like the unscripted because it lets me play my video game. Because I can't read and play a video game at the same time unless I'm reading the video game.
Mm-hmm.
But look, Rachel is on top of Zach. Now Zach has 2 heads.
Very nice.
Maybe he can make a good decision.
I wouldn't count on it.
Yeah.
Well, a whole bunch of stuff happened in the anime world this week. What would you like to talk about first?
Well, I guess we could talk about Cells at Work first because it ended.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least the season ended.
Did.
There might be a second season. They did leave it open for that. But specifically to this episode, it was a good episode. So at one point, Shinchan teleported. Do you notice that?
Nope.
He was hanging out
with
with our hero at some point, and then all of a sudden he was not there, and then he was someplace else. Like he was at the place that that Ichigo was arriving to, and that was weird.
Mm-hmm.
I think they probably cut out a bit from the manga in order to make that make sense, but oh well. No.
You never know. I would like to remove this.
And like
It
when
kind of wrapped up a little too neatly for how bad it had been before.
oh well, yeah, but then they went to another. Yeah, they kind of. I guess having almost dying kind of. It'll give you. What did I forget to do?
Dying does make you clean up your act a bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And but when they put the stent in, like I know that they're cells and therefore they're small, but seeing them compared to a stent, which is not a big thing, I was like, wow, they're tiny.
Oh yeah, they're itty bitty.
They are cells.
Would have imagined.
Yep. Oh, and at one point the translator mixed up kidney and liver. Because said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was talking to a kidney cell, and he was like, "I thought the liver was the silent organ." It's like, well, what would I know about that? This is the kidney. Yeah. And then the body managed to give blood afterwards, even though somebody who's had a heart attack would be on blood thinners and therefore would not be able to give blood.
I think it's implied that a lot of time has passed.
Yeah, probably.
Because you don't lose that much weight that fast.
No. And you don't repair all that damage from all those years of overwork and stress and overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's probably been a few months at least.
Yeah, I mean he definitely seems to have quit his job. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep.
And he didn't have to get any replacement valves or nothing, so he wouldn't be on blood thinners forever.
You know. And I was thinking, I think so. I like the main character. I think that he is a good main character. Or I liked seeing his progression throughout the series. But I think that having Idiot McFuckboy have some more narrative weight, like making him a deuteragonist, would have been really interesting. Like, we have the red blood cell doing his best to do his job, and meanwhile this other guy is doing his best to keep everything from going to shit. So, and it also would have been a nice...
His dead boyfriend.
Huh?
You're talking about his dead boyfriend?
No, I'm talking about the brain cell.
He didn't want to work anymore.
No, not him. I'm talking about the brain cell.
That's all of them.
Or, no, the mentor guy.
No, not the brain cell, the guy with the glasses.
The brain cell?
Yes,
Oh.
The brain cell is Idiot McFuckboy. The mentor guy is Angus Burnsides.
We have to be done in 45 minutes.
Oh, great.
We're coming to get the mold out of our bath.
Well, then let's get a move on.
Yep. Okay. So I guess we gotta talk about the show as a whole. Yeah, I thought it was good, but the depending on your interpretation of certain things, the messaging could be a bit mixed.
Yeah.
It was fine. I don't think cells are the best vehicle for the kind of message they were trying to send.
No.
But I assume they were trying to send.
Yeah.
You know, it had its moments.
Yeah. I liked it. Like I said, I liked the progression of the character. Like, I liked how in the first few episodes it was him becoming disillusioned with what he thought his job would be versus what it was, and then his kind of finding some, like, the development of his relationship with his boyfriend, and then using that to, like, find some kind of motivation to keep working. Then his boyfriend died, and then the last episodes are him trying to figure out why he's going to keep working now that his reason for working is gone, and then deciding, well, you know what? I fucking like my job. I want to do it. And you know what? That is fair and valid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, and I liked that the guy who didn't want to work, who was saying, let's just give up and stop working, was not really framed as being wrong for thinking that. We'll do season 2, chapter 2 of Angels of Death next week.
Yeah.
You guys want Duel Links or Pokemon?
Pokemon.
Alrighty, Pokemon it is.
See, the guy who wanted to give up kind of irritated me, but I got where he was coming from, because all those guys must have been fucking tired.
Yeah, I think that he would have been less irritating if he was actually an established character and not some random extra who was introduced.
Yeah, I think we've seen him like
irritating if I hadn't worked with people like that.
Yeah. Hey, I was a people like that. I was a people like that.
Wasn't.
Yeah. I ended up quitting.
I should have been. But I was the person who ended up having to pick up the slack for those people because I actually enjoyed my job.
Yeah, that's where they get you.
People like you are what ruined me.
I'm sorry.
Hope you're happy, Ace.
I'm sure I am.
Kidding, I'm over it.
Oh, yesterday I made a joke about how I'm never happy, and you seemed to think I was talking about being depressed, and I am, but I was actually role-playing the kind of boss who is never satisfied with their employees' work. The joke being that I am totally cool with y'all doing whatever, and as long as you're happy with it, I'm happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Good. Next season, then, I'm not going to do what you should have been watching. Because that does not bring me joy.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry to say that they are a seasonal thing.
I had that thing finished 2 weeks ago. But I had almost finished. But I couldn't pick a best character.
Oh well, I had that happen once.
It was so stressful.
I had that happen once in my. Usually it doesn't happen, but sometimes it does. Like back when I was doing every month, or not every month, every season. It was what was it one? It was a crime anime. I did one. I couldn't pick a best character, so I just decided to talk about the main character. And I said that I can't pick a best character, so I may as well just talk about the main character. So it's fine. Mm-hmm. You don't have to pick a best one. Usually you can.
I ended up going with Shadow.
Yeah, he's fun.
That's fun. Oh, you need to go to class, dipshit. There we go. Sorry, my sim was not going to class.
Speaking of dipshits, Wonder Egg.
Oh, yeah. The tech bros decided to play God, and it didn't end well.
Fucking
I would like to retract. I'd like to retract my reviewer divs.
Yeah, you don't want to do it?
No, I mean I can if you guys decide you don't want to do it. But like, I was really looking forward to writing a review of this, and then they did the Angels of Death bullshit. Not Angels of Death. God damn. That's the second time I've done that. The Angel Beats bullshit. Where it feels like they just found out they got canceled, so they have to wrap everything up. But I can't find it.
They have, they knew how many episodes they had going in, and then there's at least 1 or 2 more episodes to go for them to wrap it up.
Yeah, like, but it feels like they just found out they've been canceled. Like, they originally thought they were going to get twice what they want, and now they just found, but I couldn't find any news about it. And it's like, what the fuck? Why are they doing this? But that episode was actually delayed in release because of late delivery of materials. So
because of COVID.
Bad side.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, it's because of COVID. That's why it was late. I don't know if you noticed, but there's a pandemic.
I didn't notice. Yeah. I've been inside all of my life.
Yeah, but yeah, the pandemic kind of screwed everything. It kind of made things more difficult for everybody. So I thought it was an odd thing for the choice. It was definitely a choice. I put Frankenstein alt end as a note, by the way. So something that I found a little bit sus was that I found it a bit noteworthy that the guy who was telling the story, as soon as shit started to get bad, he all of a sudden miraculously became an innocent bystander. Right up until he killed his daughter, but you know. But he managed to do that in such a way that it made that he could almost seem justified. So I think that
But he.
well, arguably, like you could see it, like I mean, like you know, because he made it seem like he killed his other daughter, but but I don't think that we are supposed to, like, I have this very strong suspicion that very much of what he told us, or like at least some key details, was either completely fabricated or very purposefully misrepresented.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely.
So I think that so I'm withholding judgment
I think a lot about
until we get another
I think a
episode
lot
or
of
two.
those details might also be because I is a child, so there are things you cannot outright tell her.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, he doesn't want to. He does still want her to do his dirty work for him, so he's not going to tell her the complete truth.
Yeah. Though, also, possibly an important note is that he-money means sunflower. So I don't know what meaning that could have, but I just wanted to point that out. That I raised a sunflower.
Oh,
yeah. The daughter's.
Yeah.
Yeah, the human daughter's name is sunflower. So the episode
depends
was.
on how long.
Yeah, we'll go for it.
Oh, I guess that symbolism depends. Would take on a different meaning depending on how long it's been since they transplanted their brains.
I imagine
It might to have been a while.
It can't have been that long because they were in a nightclub with laptops.
Yeah.
That's true. Laptops have existed for more than 14 years.
Yeah, but then again, there are sort of we don't really see a lot of actual technology in the show, so we don't know if this could very easily take place in the future. You know?
Yeah.
So who knows? Also, the episode is called An Adult Child. And here's my question. Is the adult child one of the Aka Bros, or is it Frill? Because we're implied to think that it's Frill, but is it?
But no, she's very childish.
Yes.
She's in no way an adult.
No.
It might also be referring to the kids since they are asking them to become soul.
Yeah.
There's a lot of possibility. I think we're gonna have to wait until the season finale to get a good read on everything.
Yeah. I'm feeling cautiously optimistic. It did not weird me out as much as it seemed to have weirded out a lot of people. Also, I like that they took the thing that sufficiently advanced technology is what's the term? Fuck, let me find the quote. Sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic, and pretty much took that to its logical extreme, whereas most of the stuff that they claim is done by technology is just straight up magic.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Like magic.
yeah, magic is nice. But also the Akabos are totally gay. They're married.
Yes. Oh yeah. Provided that there is not a rule that they are actually related, because Charlie thought they might be brothers.
I don't think so.
They do look almost exactly alike.
Well, that's just.
Every adult man in an anime looks alike.
Yeah.
Not so much in this.
I think if they were actually related, they would have said so. But
yeah.
So
they definitely wouldn't refer to building Frill as making a daughter together.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay, what else we got? Design team babies. That was cute.
It was so cute.
Lima beans are disgusting. Apparently, because
I love lima beans.
They get put into every can of mixed vegetables, and they're the one thing that nobody likes except for Haley. And apparently, the secret is to make them sweet.
Or you could just eat them.
But they
As
taste
Someone
bad.
hands me a jar of lima bean jam, I'm going to hurl it at their head.
Yeah. Well, but
It's not something I'm interested in trying.
actually.
well, because lima beans, because they're so much thicker and denser than everything else in that can, they always end up being undercooked. You know?
It is the worst.
So they have
worst phrasing.
yeah. So they have a nasty. Oh, but Venus's pigtails were super cute. I liked her little outfit, her little overalls.
Yeah, and she got to kill a bunch of crocodiles with fucking cyanide.
Yeah, and at some point,
Commit murder.
yeah. I was surprised that the purple hair with pink highlights was her natural hair color.
I mean, it's possible she's just been dyeing it her entire life.
I don't think so, because she went from dressing like a little farm girl to dressing all fashionable, so I don't think she would have dyed her hair when she was 8.
I don't think they're technically human.
Yeah, that's the point.
So
That's also... Well,
having
but then they
alternate hair
aged.
colors.
But they aged down, so...
They're
Shimoda
anime
didn't,
characters.
so...
They are anime characters. So it's possible that is her natural hair color.
Yeah. Then the second part, Jupiter was straight up eating poison at some point. And that's why he's my favorite. Although back to the first part, I did notice that the otter did not get any younger.
Why would it?
No, it
Got
didn't.
smaller.
They're a little smaller.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to learn about the
Really?
freaking Pokemon Center. I know about the freaking Pokemon Center.
I love giant otters. They're so derpy and cute.
They are cute. But it is a little unsettling seeing a rodent the size of a person.
Yeah, and it's usually groups of giant otters that go after the crocodiles. They're not gonna go after just one or more.
No. But back to in the second part, rabbits are hell's messengers. But I didn't like Venus's dress. The frill did not work.
No.
It would have been better without that frill.
Yeah, but she's gotta stick to the whole fancy bird aesthetic.
Yeah, well, she could have just had, like, added some, like, bits to her skirt, you know, like, kind of put it out, filled it out with some feathers or something. That would have worked a lot better. Instead of she just got on a very classy black dress and then just a random frill. Which doesn't work and it's a bit too childish and kind of ugly, and I'm just not a fan. But yeah. So rabbits, we find out in this episode, are designed to be messengers of hell. And in a related note, there is a video on the internet of a rabbit jumping in the air to snatch a bird in flight and then eat it. Because it turns out that the reason that herbivores are herbivores is because they're slow, not because they can't eat meat. And if an herbivore is presented with meat to eat, it will eat the meat.
Yeah. Elephants eat baby birds.
Yeah. There's cows will eat baby chicks. So
lovely conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it?
And Venus and Jupiter will eat poison. So
Jupiter will eat anything.
he sure will. Alright, moving along, because apparently we got a time limit. Skate the Infinity. At one point, Langa referred to Reki saying his name as Reki's Langa, and that's gay.
That's very... Oh, man.
Yep, and
Looking forward to the next episode.
yeah, said Reki's here to be gay and get his ass
At
kicked.
least hug.
Yeah, said Reki's here to be gay and get his ass kicked, and he's never out of ass kickings.
And he's about to get another volcano whoop ass next week.
Oh yeah.
He might just say no. He's had his revelation that he's skateboarding solely for fun. He might just tell Adam to fuck off.
And he's decided he doesn't need to do it professionally, so who cares if he's the best?
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
but
I think
thematically,
he's gonna try again.
I think it would be cool that since Adam and Tadashi are foils for Reki and Lenga, non-respectively, I think it would be, thematically, it would be cool if Reki beat the DOS motherfucker and Lenga beat Tadashi. Because that way they'd be beating their friend's foil. So. That'd be neat.
Yeah, I think he's at least going to try to go against Adam again, because that's the way it's pointing, but...
He's going to surprise Adam with how much better he got, even though he hasn't been practicing. Because it's a shonen sports anime. And that's just how shonen sports anime do. Oh, and I should mention that last night Mother's Basement posted a video about Skate to Infinity, and it's good, and you should watch it.
Oh man, I'm not going to. Yeah. That does sound like fun.
Yeah, it's
not today. Maybe next week.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it before I've written my review of the show.
Okay. Yeah, there aren't any anime this season. I think we're gonna write a full review of.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think the closest is just gonna be the.
No one else does.
The one you should have been watching. Moving on to Horimiya. Hori's fear that Mia might leave her for a guy does not seem to be entirely unfounded.
I mean,
because he got super jelly about his friends making a hot new friend.
I mean, I don't think that was because he was hot. I think it was because he's not used to having friends that stick around.
Yeah, I think that was the implication, but still.
But the joke was funny, but it was also kind of biphobic. Like, it's one of those things where you're laughing because it feels like you're supposed to be laughing at it, but you're not sure if you agree.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's fine if you leave me for a girl.
Yeah. I think the implication is that she knows she can't compete with the guy because they have completely different, appeals. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like the appeal of a guy and the appeal of a girl are not necessarily the same appeal, and like what he's looking for in a guy is not going to be necessarily what he's looking for in a girl. So I think that's where where it was coming from. But yeah, I can kind of see that other argument.
Yeah. I thought it was funny, but I also did not think it was free of harm.
No.
All of my plants have died, apparently.
I'm sorry. And Shu got the Rona, which is amazing because the series was set in like 2008.
I'm sorry, did you say Shu got coronavirus?
He sure did. He got a sore throat, and then it turned into it was a cold, but it was a joke. Well, because we had a patient last week who came in with a sore throat and then went home with strep and then came back the next day with shortness of breath, and it turned out the sore throat was COVID. So
amazing.
Yeah.
Why aren't you going to any of your classes, you dipshit?
Because school is dumb.
Not college, Gideon.
School is dumb.
I don't care how dumb it is. Do you have any idea how expensive his college education is?
I don't care. Don't pay it.
I don't care.
Just let him have.
I don't have a choice.
Oh, they don't let you do the student loan thing?
I mean, they will force you to pay it back, and if you don't, they take shit.
Yeah. And but yeah, I think that's. Anything else we want to talk about with Horimiya? I think that's all our anime. Do we have anything else we want to talk about? The anime?
Hori, Skate, One Red, Seven Design Team.
Yeah.
No, there's 5.
No, there's 4.
There's one more.
Spider.
Yeah, Spider's the only other one we talk about.
Sneak into Spider, but we're not supposed to actually talk about it.
Yeah, we only talk about it if you've left. Or are having a quiet panic attack, but haven't informed us that that's what's going on.
I can take my headphones off if you want.
No, we're good. Nothing really super
It's fine.
earth-shattering happened in this episode of the spider.
Yeah, she killed a bunch of bugs and got ready to fight a dragon.
Yeah, it was all set up for the next episode.
Mhm.
But
So, who got best last week?
you did.
Who got worst?
I did.
Okay, so Haley, what's the
Yeah.
worst Pokemon partner?
The worst Pokemon partner?
Mm-hmm.
Like overall?
You mean like a partner, or do you mean like a rival?
Like the starters.
Oh.
Oh, the worst Pokemon starter? Charmander.
Ah!
Why?
False! Lies and slander.
Because he's absolutely useless at the first gym,
Who cares?
and I usually play Nuzlocke, which means he gets my entire party killed.
Oh.
Well, that's just poor planning on your part.
Yeah. Don't play
No, I
Nuzlocke.
just don't like Charmander. I think he's overrated, okay?
Well, he turns into Charizard, and Charizard's a dragon.
Hate Charizard.
Lies and slander. Okay.
Just the worst.
Yeah.
And also, Charizard is not technically a dragon, apparently.
No, he's a he's a
He
pterodactyl.
looks exactly
Firefly.
like one.
He's a pterodactyl,
Yep,
but
there
still.
was no dragon type back there.
No, there were dragon types, he just wasn't one of them.
Mm-hmm.
In first gen, was there really?
Yeah, there's a Dragonair, or a Dragonite.
Dratini.
Yep.
Fun.
So Ace, what's the best final episode you've seen?
Of all time?
Let's say of the last year.
Oh, let me think. That's kind of hard because I watch a lot of things that end in a few weeks, in a couple months, so I see a lot of final episodes. Trying to think, what was I watching last season? Because I feel like you guys keep talking about Pokemon while I look.
It's just the best Pokemon.
Who is?
And I think Rattata. And I think if people are allowed to hate Rattata for no fucking reason, I should be allowed to hate Charmander for a very bad reason.
That's
Oh,
fair.
but
Oh,
that's
I got it!
better.
Best last episode is the last episode of Akudama Drive!
Oh yeah?
It was good shit! Things got blowed up real good, and the cops they got set up for a meaningful character arc, and then they were like, fuck you, you're a bastard! You don't get any resolution, bye!
Sounds fair to me.
Yep. Akudama Drive is really good, and y'all should watch it.
Is that going to be
Maybe.
your maybe, yeah.
Yep.
So I think we already promoted the upcoming article.
Yep. It's gonna be a
So-
review of story seasons.
Yep.
Or as I like to call it, saucy poot.
Haley, plug something.
Plug something. Okay. Fuck.
Are you going to plug fucking?
Eddie opened his mouth.
Going to plug fucking, okay, so give us your plug for fucking.
Well, I'm gonna plug AO3's fucking tagging system
Okay.
because it's great.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Okay.
Oh.
Very thorough.
I'm gonna plug now that the part that I was worried about has started to resolve itself. I'm gonna plug the webcomic Wild Life. That's WILDE, like the author Life. It's about a writer who moves to the middle of nowhere and gets caught up in some supernatural bullshit. Its most recent chapter started with a character abuse arc, which is it's past the part I was the most worried about. But keep that in mind. Chapter 20 does deal with its own life, and it's not entirely pleasant, but it's good. It's not chapter 20. That's what tripping over you is on. It's like
Ace's turn.
I'm gonna plug one of my turtles. One of my little tater berries, specifically Barry, because Barry is sick. And she's been going back and forth to the vet for like a month. And they still don't know what's wrong. And the C word has started being bandied about. And it's getting very expensive. I had to open up a care credit account. I've so far only used 500 of it, and I've got 1,000 left, so I'm not hurting for money. But if you support us on Patreon, it'd be a huge help. If not for us, then for dear Barry. Let's look at some pictures of my dear Barry to guilt you guys into giving us money.
No. It can't be made. Still guilt.
Wanna bet?
Well, I'm not looking at the screen anymore, so yeah, I do. How much?
You said guilt in general.
Oh, well, no, I don't. I will never admit to guilt. Gideon, do your fucking homework.
Hold on, I'm going to.
My Sims are so irritating.
Whose aren't? I'm actually gonna close the game
Autonomy.
and we'll just look at pictures of Barry until we're done.
They're teenagers.
Here's my Barry. Look at her in her little box that she has to take to go to the vet.
Hello, little Barry.
And she doesn't like it, and it makes her mad.
No, so I have a mod installed that lets me send teenage Sims to college if they have the genius trait or are A students. So I've got a couple of Sims now who are teenagers. Kill one of them off for the Ambrosia challenge. And I think it's going to be Gideon because Gideon's pissing me off by refusing to go to his college classes. Like he doesn't even get the automatic bump up if he's going. He just sits around and fails his classes and loses his responsibilities for that I worked so hard on.
Here are both of my tater berries, and this one is Barry, poking her head out. This is from their birthday. They turned 5. They're 5 years old. She's 5 years and 5 months, and she might have cancer.
Doesn't. She's perfectly healthy.
She's not. She hasn't eaten in a month.
Not.
Okay, like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Drag me like this. Thought you were supposed to love me.
I called Chewy because I needed to order a prescription online, and they only have dog, horse, and cat for their pharmacy, like the animals you can pick. So I called them to do it, and I think we worked out that we were going to put her as a very strange breed of dog.
Yeah.
Because she has 4 legs and a snack, and then a snout. I was like, well, she also hisses, so maybe she's a cat. But
she's a horse.
Yeah. No, she's too small to be a horse. But yes, here's my poor Barry that hasn't eaten in a month. I've been feeding her liquid food out of a syringe as much as she will tolerate, and it's been super cute and making me remember when I was bottle feeding Nori. But look at Barry's beautiful face and feel bad and support us on Patreon so that I can pay her vet bills.
Yes, look at that grumpy girl.
She's so pretty. Oh, and this is Tater. Tater's mean. She bit the tip off of Barry's tail.
What a brat.
Yeah. Well, their tank was too small, so now they're in a big one. Yep, we're wrapping it up right now. But I think we're moving on to promoting our stuff.
Haley, go first.
All right, I stream Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturday, Sunday, and occasionally Thursdays at twitch.tv/Arctic Noah, ARCTICKNOAH. That's me. That's all I do. I stream those days and sometimes bonus days depending on scheduling. Right now I'm playing mostly The Sims. I'm also doing Knights of the Old Republic, first one, which I just beat the Leviathan, so I think I'm going to finish that off in one long stream on Sunday. That's going to be fun. And right now I'm preparing a lot for the Ambrosia challenge. Okay, go.
I stream too here on twitch.tv/Riota. I stream Mondays with Fen. There's Druidquest here at twitch.tv/Druidquest. Wednesdays I stream with Charlie. No, not Wednesdays. Tuesdays I stream with Charlie. Wednesdays we do this, and then after this I would normally stream Star Wars with Haley, provided I thought to do so. but we haven't actually made a Wednesday yet. And then Thursdays, we stream Locho. But I'm not actually streaming this week. Not streaming this week because I'm playing Story Season so I can write a review on it. Even though I have more than enough to write a review, and I'm just using it as an excuse because I want to play the game because it's good. So.
I will still be streaming Lord of the Rings online tonight, though.
Okay, well, have fun.
I'm gonna get free done so I can ambush you in the Lone Lands.
Oh well, hopefully next week. Hopefully next week we can do it so that we can play. We can do the Spring Festival. So don't do the Spring Festival without me.
Of course not.
Yeah. It's your turn, Charlie. You're last.
Yep, and I stream on Twitch Wednesdays and Sundays usually. I didn't yesterday because I did not feel well. But Sundays is Hades, and Wednesdays is whatever the fuck I feel like playing.
Alrighty. Is that it for us this week? I think that's it for us this week.
That's it.
Everybody take care. Have a good week.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.